Namaste, Jai Jhulelal, Vanakkam, Kem Cho. Like greeting people in any way is very good because we are trying to forget in this one Indian society. Mostly we just say hello, hi. I prefer to greet people with Namaste, Hari Om, Jai Jhulelal, Radha Swami, whatever we have Indian tradition. So we should carry that one. Today is a Krishna Umavasya and Sindhi's Chand. They celebrate Julilal's celebration at the temple. Today, in Pune also, they are celebrating in our temple, Julilal temple. Chand. Mostly at home also, they do on during Chand, they do the what you call Akho water. They go to the river and pray the river god, Varun Devta. That's called Julilal. Today, I'm really excited. Today's topic is Bridge to Stronger Soul. And speaker today, I tell you, she's a dynamic person. I've been waiting. When I was in India, I met her and I spoke to her, and the way she's conducting the classes and the way she's talking and what knowledge she got. So it's good that today she's on our show. I'm really lucky that she said yes, that she want to come on my show and share the spiritual knowledge which she got. Today's speaker is Dimple Dhalwani, is a meditation coach and an energy healer, founder of Spiritual One, Reiki grandmaster. She runs her own center for 14 years. Let's hear from her more about this one. So I like to call her on a screen. Dimple, namaste.
Hi,
How are you?
Namaste, Hari Om. Good
How are
evening. Thank
you?
you so much for the lovely introduction.
Yeah, and there's
And
a good introduction. I want to do it. I thought I better rather listen from you. Let the viewer listen from you also. Maybe I might make a mistake or something, right?
sure. So, I'm like you introduced me. I am a meditation coach. I run my own healing center. I also have recently launched a brand in the lockdown, which works and deals with energetic products that I curate and make, so that people who do not like to meditate, who do not like to heal, who do not like to go to the mandir, chant, they can just use basic products so that they can be more connected to their soul. Because at the end of the day, like we all know, this human journey is just one of the stops that we have on our soul journey. It's a vehicle, and someday this vehicle is going to give up, and ultimately we have to go back home. So I think my whole idea of even starting all of this was when I was young. I live in a joint family, and everyone had a different worship way. They had a different guru. Some believed in religion, some believed in spirituality. So I would go with everyone. And I think what happened was, one of the summer vacations, I keep telling this to everyone, my dad decided not to take us on a holiday. And I was like, I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. And that's when I decided to give a shot to numerology, meditation, tarot. And honestly, that was the game changer. I was 19 back then, all of 19, 20. And it was beautiful. It was just nice to know that there is another world that exists within us and not outside of us.
Mm.
That's what I'd love to talk about today in our topic, because we all believe that externally, once we create a better environment, we're going to feel happy within. No, we're going to flip what we speak today, and then let me know, how do you enjoy the talk?
Yeah, you are multi-talented. Now there was a tarot, angel communicator, and
Yes.
numerology. I don't know what else. Pranic healing,
Yes.
Tibetan singing bowl, and quantum healing. What else? What else? I think the list is very long. Huh? How did
Yes,
you?
it is.
How did you get this thing in such a young age?
So, like I mentioned, it's sometimes like what we say, it's a soul calling. I didn't want to do it. I was I just got into it, and one thing led to the other. And it was beautiful that every time I did something, I found a new petal, I found a new part to myself that I was unaware of. And I believe this kind of knowingness that there's something new you learn every time about yourself and not about anyone else is just so beautiful. Because on the superficial level, we believe, okay, this is our family, this is our friends, these are our parents, this is our career, this is what we want to do. But we are so much more than just that. And that enthusiasm of every time getting to know myself better keeps making me go back to learn new modules, to make me learn new streams, to understand how each one functions, and to coming and putting all of them back together, we can walk any road we want. The destination is the same.
Good. Okay, now I want to know, not only me, even viewer wants
Yes,
to know the topic which you chose, bridge to stronger soul.
yes.
What is this about?
Okay, so I'm going to टॉक अबाउट इट. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बात करूंगी, इंग्लिश में भी बात करूंगी, ताकि
जी जी,
सब
वेरी गुड.
व्यूअर्स जो है वो लाइक दे कैन हियर अबाउट इट एंड लर्न. तो मैंने ये टॉपिक इसलिए सिलेक्ट किया, ब्रिज टू अ स्ट्रॉन्गर सोल, क्योंकि ये टॉपिक जो है मैं उसको ट्विस्ट करने वाली हूँ. हम बोलते हैं कि हमें ब्रिज बनाना है, कि हमारे आत्मा को और भी स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना है. लेकिन what we have to do is really burn the bridge to be a stronger soul.
Mm-hmm.
हमें ये जो ब्रिज हमने ये ब्रिज तो बना हुआ है, बिकॉज द ईगो सेल्फ जो हमारा कॉन्शियस माइंड है वो ब्रिज बनाता है ताकि हम अपने सोल सेल्फ, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, इंट्यूशन से मिले नहीं. क्योंकि the ego is always stronger. We call the ego the demon, we call the soul the angel. So the ego is always the demon that's going to try and loop you so that you don't go back home. And that is why today's topic is the bridge is not that you have to create a bridge, you have to burn the bridge so that you can go back home, you can listen to your soul, you can listen to your intuition without having to be like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. The idea is हमें वो जो हमारी the mindset that we have to burn that bridge to reach a soul.
Very good. That totally different thought, huh? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is a soul management?
Okay,
Atma
so
management.
सो व्हाट इज द सोल मैनेजमेंट. बेसिकली हम जब बोलते हैं कि हमें बिजनेस मैनेजर चाहिए, वो एडवर्टाइजिंग को देखेगा, मार्केटिंग को देखेगा, प्रमोशंस को देखेगा, सेल्स को देखेगा. So everyone is trying to so what we are trying to do in a business management is manage the business well to make it successful. So similarly, soul management is when we have to undertake certain practices, inculcate certain qualities that will lead us towards managing, reaching, and acknowledging the whole process that we are on in a more streamlined way.
Mm-hmm.
तो अगर हमें सोल मैनेजमेंट करना है तो कोई बोलेगा आप रिलीजन पिक करो, कोई बोलेगा स्पिरिचुअलिटी पिक करो, कोई बोलेगा मेरा गुरु सही है. Someone will say my guru is the best. Someone will tell you no, I know this angels, I know this. So what works for you? How do you want to go about the process? Someone will tell you let's do chanting. So basically when you do soul management, you first see what options you have, see what you really want to do, understand it, manage the things that are going around to be able to reach to your soul better, so that
Mm-hmm.
it's done in a refined way. वो थोड़ा आसानी से हो जाता है जब हम सोल मैनेजमेंट करते हैं कि हमें ये रास्ता पिक करना है. नहीं तो हम कभी ए, कभी बी, कभी सी, कभी डी, तो हम कभी आगे बढ़ेंगे नहीं. तो हमें पिक करना है, हम ए रास्ते पे जाएंगे, बी सी डी ई सब उसी रास्ते पे मिलेंगे. जरूरी नहीं है कि because we've taken A, we won't reach Z. If we've taken M, we won't reach Z. We will still reach Z. But it's the
Mm-hmm.
path we pick, and that's done through soul management, understanding what way you resonate.
Mostly parents they guide us, right, initially.
Right,
Then you have
right,
a living guru and then a school and this thing. So it's
yes,
so which one, when to pick up this guru,
right.
or when to pick up?
I, w- I would honestly say whenever you feel you are ready to pick
Okay.
a guru, the guru will come in front of you. You don't have to pick your guru. Like you said, I want to pick a guru. Like, nobody picks a guru. The guru will come in front of you. Guru आपके सामने आएगा. आप एक कदम लोगे, गुरु आपके आगे 100 कदम लेगा. तो आपके गुरु आपको मिल जाएंगे. पर आपको पहले वो कदम लेना है. It's like you take the first step on the escalator and you're up there. Whoever has to be your guru will show up to you.
वेल एक्सप्लेन, वेल एस्केलेटर का मुझे उदाहरण बहुत पसंद आया। जी जी। ओके, व्हाट क्वालिटीज वी नीड टू कल्टीवेट बिल्ड स्ट्रॉन्गर सोल?
Okay. So, at to build a stronger soul, the first thing that we need, जैसे मैंने बोला कि we have to burn the bridge, we have to burn the ego. हमारा जो ego है, हम उसको इतना प्यार करते, इतना प्यार करते, attached हो जाते कि थोड़ा भी उसको कुछ लगे, नहीं नहीं नहीं, हम ego नहीं छोड़ सकते. The first thing is we have to drop the ego. सेकेंड थिंग इज, हम आप बोलोगे फिर हम ईगो कैसे ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम ये जो शरीर हमारा है वो ह्यूमन माइंड है, उसमें कॉन्शियस माइंड है, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है, सही है गलत है. तो पहला जो कदम हम कर सकते हैं कि अवेयरनेस, सिर्फ सिर्फ वी हैव टू ध्यान रखना है कि हम ये कर रहे हैं. जरूरी नहीं है कि गलत कर रहे हैं, सही करें. वी डोंट हैव टू जज आवरसेल्व्स. पहले पहले वी हैव टू ब्रिंग अवेयरनेस कि हाँ हमने ये किया है, या ये हमारा पैटर्न है, ये हमारा ईगो है. फिर हमें उसे एक्नॉलेज करना चाहिए कि ओके, आई एक्सेप्ट दैट दिस इज इट. हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि हम अच्छे इंसान हैं या बुरे इंसान हैं. हम सिर्फ बोल रहे कि हम एक्नॉलेज कर रहे हैं. वी डोंट हैव टू बाइफिकेट व्हाट इज गुड, व्हाट इज बैड, व्हाट इज रॉन्ग, व्हाट इज राइट. करेक्ट?
जजमेंटल नहीं होना,
जजमेंटल नहीं होना है. उसके बाद हमें प्रोसेस करना है. अभी हम प्रोसेस में क्या करेंगे कि हमें समझना है कि ये कहाँ से आ रहा है, हमारा ईगो इतना स्ट्रांग क्यों है, या हम ये थॉट पैटर्न्स क्यों रखते हैं, ये माइंडसेट क्यों रखते हैं. इसे हमें तोड़ना है. हमें so that we can understand it better. Like they say, understanding is just the tip of the iceberg. You have to go till down. So जैसे कि हमें let's say I'll pick up the attribute that we fear. We fear death, we fear losing our parents, we fear losing loved ones, we fear losing our children. हमें डर लगता है बहुत चीजों से. तो when we understand what is fear, now we process what really is fear. Fear is we don't feel loved enough. We are scared that we will be left alone. We are ashamed of ourselves. We feel guilty. So there are so many things. We lack trust. We lack belief. So process करते वक्त फिर हमें उसके नीचे जाना है कि ठीक है, fear डर हो गया है हमें. We've understood that we're scared. पर उसके आगे, उसके नीचे क्यों ये सब हो रहा है, फिर हमें वो सब से we have to deal with all of that. And then after that, the fourth step is gratitude. हमें always, we have to always be thankful that we've got this human birth to deal with everything so that we can progress on our soul journey. तो हमें हमेशा शुक्राना करना चाहिए कि जो भी हमारे सामने आए, जितना भी कठिन रास्ता हो, कुछ समझ में नहीं आता, ऐसे लगता है कि भगवान ने भी हमें छोड़ दिया है. तभी हमें ये समझना है कि भगवान हमारे अंदर है, बाहर नहीं है. और भगवान कौन है? हमारे सोल है. दैट इज व्हाई व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, द ब्रिज इज टू बर्न द सोल. तो हम जब हमें ये लगता है कि हमें डर लगता है, बाहर अंधेरा है, पर हमारे अंदर तो ऑलरेडी दिया जल रहा है. द सोल इज ऑलरेडी लाइटेंड. वी जस्ट हैव टू कीप ब्राइटनिंग द सोल. तो जब हम when we give gratitude, automatically we feel happy. Ab, Uncle, I'm asking you a simple thing. When someone compliments you or says you've done a great job, you feel happy, right?
of course,
So
yes.
it's the same way when we say thank you to ourselves. Our
Uh-huh.
soul rejoices. The food to the soul is gratitude. So we always follow this 4 step: accept, accept, process, and then pay gratitude.
Ji. Okay, there's some question here
Yes, sure.
from Mr. Sanjay. Can you
Sure.
read this one? How to assess if the guru is right for initiation?
Okay. Thank you for the question, Mr. Sanjay. The only thing I would say, um, it's great. It's a great question because we always say we need to assess whether we deserve this guru, but the guru exactly knows that you are his person, and the way to access it, every time the guru will give an obstacle in your path. He will make it more difficult to see, are you ready to make him your guru? And if you find this, it's the easiest way to know that this is your guru. He will keep bringing it back to you. It's,
Mm.
for example, I would like to share an example with you, Mr. Sanjay. When I was growing up, I believe, like, I went to a lot of places. But eventually, with time, every time I was in a difficult situation, I met someone who was a Sai Baba follower, or I would see Baba's picture, or I would get a message. And that's when I realized that, okay, Baba is the one who's guiding me, because eventually all of the signs or all of the help is coming from his followers. So in a way, you can find out that whoever is your guru is meant to be, they will keep coming back to you in different ways, because once you understand that this is your guru, then he shows up to you fully and your path is cleared.
Very good, very good. I hope Sanjay ji got his answers. Okay, now please can you explain us the importance of taking care of all our bodies, the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body?
करेक्ट सो वी ऑल नो कि फिजिकल बॉडी के लिए हमें एक्सरसाइज करना है, हम वॉक के लिए जाते, जिम में जाते, और फिर वी फील वेरी गुड. पर हम ये भूल जाते कि मेंटल, इमोशनल एंड स्पिरिचुअल बॉडी इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि ये चारों बॉडीज जो है हमारे अलग नहीं है, देर ऑल विद इन अस. आप हमारे फिजिकल बॉडी के अंदर, हमारे ब्रेन में हमारे थॉट्स चलते हैं. In our different body parts, we store emotions, and the soul is within our heart. It's deep, deep, deep down our heart. You have to get to that deep root, the root.
Mhm.
So when you start taking care of your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, automatically you're in vibrational, you're high vibrational, you're happier, and your soul, the soul starts opening up one petal at a time. You see the light is becoming a little brighter. So the whole idea is you have to take care of all the four levels, so that you can keep connecting to your soul, keep listening to your soul, and brighten it up, hear more intuitions. And at that point of time, जब हमारा शरीर strong होता है, physical body
Mhm.
strong होता है, तो हमें लगता है कि we can conquer the world, we can do this, we can do that, we can run, we can do 10 things a day. But if your mental body, emotional body, and the soul level body is not on the same tangent, फिर किसी को there's a disconnect that's happening, and you don't understand why is the disconnect. जैसे कि I'm very happy, I'm excited, I'm going to do very well in my project, but there's a negative functioning in my mind. Will I be good? What if they don't accept me? What if something happens? That is the mental thought. Then emotions में I'm getting scared. मुझे डर लग रहा है. क्या मैं सच्ची में ये कर पाऊंगी? Do I really do this? Am I good enough? What if I do it wrong? So what is happening is तीनों bodies में disconnect हो रहा है. लेकिन when you connect back to the soul will bind all the three bodies together, so that when you present yourself, it's through one operating system, one
Mhm.
thought frame. जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं घर में, परिवार में, the mother bonds the people, the mother keeps the family together, the mother glues the family. वैसे ही the soul is the glue to maintaining all of you these bodies together. But उसके लिए हमें, हम बोलते हैं कि we have to respect. हम रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं हमारे माँ को, घर में उनको सम्मान देते, तो हमारा सोल भी हमारे माँ की तरह ही, तो हम उसको रिस्पेक्ट देंगे, सम्मान देंगे, तो वो भी, they will give us love, happiness, joy. They'll give us a huge hug. In a way, they will give us more connections to our intuition. And that time you will not need me, you will not need a tarot reader, you will not even need your guru, because your intuition, your higher soul, your soul within is your mom. She's going to give you all the answers, and it's never separate. We are not separate. We are all one. The intuition, the soul, all of it is one.
Good. I think Dinesh got the answer from this,
Okay.
what you explained. He put a question, but you already answered. I think so. This is the answer
Okay.
you're supposed to give, right?
Can I read the question?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. We
We
want to.
want peace in our small family, but we cannot achieve peace in our routine life. How can we achieve this? Okay, Dinesh, this is a great question. And I would like to answer this by saying that the first thing is, when you want to achieve harmony at home, harmony is always achieved through conflict. Now, let me tell you how. When when there's a seed that's being that we've rooted, we give it manure, we give it fertilizer, we give it water. There is a harsh storm, there is rainwater, there are floods, but still the process is that it has to go through all the seasons to bloom beautifully. So as a family, we also go through all of these. We'll go through anger, we'll go through love, we'll go through hatred. When I say hatred, I don't mean that you hate the person, you hate their behavioral pattern, you hate the way they speak probably. So there are different emotions that you need to sit down and understand. You need to communicate it. And the one of the most important parts is taking responsibility of yourself. Are you being toxic to the person? Are you operating from a self of just, like, I am the parent and my kids have to listen to me, or you're making it collaborative, that all of us are equal no matter what age we come from. Let's listen everyone. So
Mm-hmm.
कभी कभी क्या होता है कि we just don't want to listen. We hear but we do not listen. Ki we
Okay.
want to prove a point, we want to say that this is right. So the easiest way is, we do that at home. I've advised this to a lot of people. आप जब घर से वापस, लाइक आप बाहर से वापस आते हो घर में, कितना भी आप बिजी हो या वट एवर इट इज, 10 मिनट सुबह को या शाम को, आप सब लोग एक साथ बैठो, अपनी लाइफ डिस्कस करो. The parents have to be more vulnerable towards the kids. कि ये नहीं है कि you have to say that today I had a bad day and this happened. The kids will share, Papa, this happened, Mama, this happened. So whatever happens, we have to learn to be communicative. When we make a mistake, we have to learn to apologize. We have to take accountability. We have to take responsibility. And we have to teach by example. So क्या होता है कि we ki hum I'll give another example, Mr. Dinesh. Whenever the floors of the house get dirty, we do a daily cleansing. So what happens is, when we all sit together, we are daily cleansing ourselves, our thoughts, our emotions, our patterns. If we felt bad about something,
Mm-hmm.
we're communicating it. So we are not building it within us. So वो जो हम बोलते हैं, the dirt doesn't get accumulated. जो the negative thoughts, the anger, the emotions don't get collected, and then we don't burst open. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, when you deal with it on a day-to-day level, you are cleaning it every day. So your soul is getting cleansed, your mental body is getting cleansed, your emotional body is getting cleansed, your physical body is letting go. So the whole family then comes back into vibing together. So through all this conflict, you achieve harmony, you bring happiness, and you bring everyone vibrating at a higher level.
Okay.
And I hope that answers your question, Mr. Dinesh.
Yeah, I think yes, you answered very well in this one. Even I was listening very carefully today. I did have an argument with my daughters.
Right.
Both of them, they came right on me, and so okay. What you told is a yes. I have to listen to them. Sometimes we become bossy and like father.
Yes.
Oh, मैं बाप हूँ तो मेरी बात सुनो.
Correct. Correct.
Sometimes okay, I have to listen to
Yes.
them, and they many times they are right. They are new generation,
Right.
their way of thinking is totally different than us. We were
True.
yes, yes sir, yes sir, yes dad, yes father, like we dare not to argue with parents.
Right.
But now they communicate more, because before no,
Yes.
whatever father
Yes.
say, अभी दिन को दिन कहो, रात को दिन कहो, दिन को रात कहो, ऐसा,
Yes.
then we used to listen to that one. But this
True.
time is different.
It's
Okay.
very different. It's the
Yes.
time we have to be more real. We have to be authentic. We have to be vulnerable. We don't have to shut our emotions. We have to listen. We have to accept that, along with the generation changing, there's a lot of new energy that's coming on the earth. हम
Mhm.
We are moving from the karmic board. मतलब हम जो बोलते हैं कि हमारे हमने कर्मा किया है. So we say for every good there's an every bad. But what if I tell you, maybe what's happening to you, you're paying it from a lifetime karma, or what happens from a last life, and maybe you don't have to make new karma. So the thing is, when we listen, when we understand, there are different dimensions opening to understanding the same meaning of the word. And that's what changes, because that's what brings in new ideas, new opportunities. Uncle, we always say that if you want to grow, you have to go back to the younger generation. That's the youth. So when you want to change something within you, you have to go back to the youth, understand it from their perspective, because they come with a different mindset. When they're born, they come with a new energy format. Like when they grow up, their kids will come with a different energy format. कि हम a very simple example I'll give. Whenever we change our phone, we want to update our operating system, or be fast chale, or be acha ho. It has to be the best. Similarly, as human beings, our operating system has to keep changing and evolving. And the
Mhm.
only way to do is acceptance. 10 years back, nobody thought that the world will be on a mobile phone. 10 years now, the world is on a mobile phone. Who knows, 10 years later, the world will be on a watch, the iWatch. So it's about keeping yourself open to accepting new things so that you can keep moving on into a better perspective and light.
Well explained, well explained. Okay, now my fourth question is, why
Yeah.
is it vital to bridge the gap between ego self and the soul self?
I've already actually answered that while explaining that
Yeah,
the
but
reason we bridge the four bodies together is basically
mm,
we're
okay.
just bringing it together. So we are burning the ego, we're burning the mindset, we're burning old patterns, old thoughts, so that when we burn it, we realize that there is no difference between the ego and the soul also. They are all one. The ego is just like an abandoned child that's crying for love, that's crying to be embraced, that's crying to go back home. So when you give it a tight hug and you acknowledge it, it feels loved, it feels home, it feels accepted. So that way you slowly start dissolving your control on the ego, and it automatically merges into the soul to become one beauty. It's like saying the river merges into the sea, it merges into the ocean, but we don't know the difference when it merges. So the same way, the ego is like a river, it's narrow, but when it merges into the soul, it automatically becomes part of the soul, part of the ocean, and then there is no differentiation between the ego and the soul.
Great. And then this Gita Vablani, she said, very well explained, Dimple Dhalwani.
Thank you
Okay,
so
very good.
much.
Yes. Okay, we go further. Actually, sometime I want to know this one. This
Yes.
tarot, what do you do with the tarot? Means people, they are, you open the card and you can see the
Yes.
future of.
So I'd like to explain this कि जब हम cards खोलते हैं, there are
Uh,
tarot is a set of 78 cards. जब हम cards खोलते हैं, we are somewhere, हमें already answer पता होता है. And I'm telling you this 100% cases. जब भी कोई आता है, उनको आंसर तो पता है, उनको कंफर्मेशन चाहिए कि हम सही कर रहे हैं, हम गलत नहीं कर रहे हैं. और आई हैव क्लाइंट्स विल टेल मी आई न्यू दिस वाज द आंसर. क्योंकि क्या होता है जब आप कार्ड्स पिक करते हो, if it's an online session, I'll pick the cards, but I'll connect to your energy. If it's an offline session, आप cards लेते हो, तो आप खुद के आंसर्स खोल रहे हो. मैं आपके आंसर्स नहीं खोल रही हूँ, आप खुद के आंसर्स खोल रहे हो. आई एम ओनली इंटरप्रिटिंग इट फॉर यू. I'm
so,
only showing you the light. I'm not walking the path. I'm not saying what you're doing is right or wrong. It's laid in front of you. जैसे एक बुफे होता है, आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है वो ही खाओगे, आप सब ट्राई करोगे. तो जब आप टैरो करते हो, आपको आंसर चाहिए कि मुझे ये डिश पसंद है. कंफर्मेशन, क्योंकि द ईगो लव्स कंफर्मेशन, इट फील्स गुड. और जब हम when we try to listen to our intuition, like I said, it's clouded, right? The emotional body, mental body, physical body is in a discord. There's so much of muck that we've collected that we cannot listen to our intuition. So the whole idea is to build a strong intuition, and I'm telling you, आप strong intuition build करोगे, अपने soul को strong बनाओगे, burning the bridge. You will not need any tarot reader, you will not need angel communicator, you will not need a guru to answer your questions. बहुत लोग होते हैं जो अपने गुरु के पास जाते हैं कि अभी मेरे लाइफ में ये हुआ है, ये हुआ है. गुरु आपको क्या बोलते हैं कि आप पेशेंस रखो, सब्र रखो, फेथ, पेशेंस, ग्रैटिट्यूड और स्ट्रेंथ बिल्ड करो. वो आपको कभी डायरेक्टली आंसर नहीं बोलेंगे कि ये होने वाला है. He will teach you the qualities to build, so that your soul is strong and you don't need to come back to him. Or or the quality of a good, like Mr. Sanjay had asked earlier, when you choose the quality of a good reader or a good, whoever you want to consider your guru, is to see, is he latching you towards himself so that get dependent on him and then it works for them, or is he giving you the options to try and say, this is my path. So a simple example I'm going to give, uncle. There are some people who are going to give you all the ingredients to bake the cake and tell you to bake the cake, and there are some people who are going to give you the cake all the time so that you come back to their store to buy. But the whole process in understanding is, everyone has a different soul print. Everyone's soul print is as unique as the thumbprint. So if I'm giving you eggs, I'm giving you chocolate, I'm giving you pineapple, I'm giving you flour, I'm giving you maida, I'm giving you almonds, how much quantity you put to make the cake tasty for you is up onto you. And that
Mm-hmm.
will be your best cake. No one else will be able to bake it for you as the way you bake it. So the way to understand and why should you inculcate these qualities is like, we're giving you all these qualities to build a beautiful soul so that you can use it to guide yourself every time you need it. So you don't have to come to any one of us then.
Yeah, baking explanation was very good. Yes.
Thank you.
I think viewers are enjoying this one, your session. Yes. And then I want to know what is pranic healing.
Okay.
One by one, I'm
So,
just going through
yeah, yeah,
MRI
sure.
now.
Yes. No problem. So, pranic healing or any form of healing like Reiki, pranic healing works with the energy body. Now, there is a saying that says, the minute you enter the room, before you introduce yourself, it takes 3 seconds for someone to judge you by just looking at you. Your image is what decides the first impression, correct? Before someone talks to you, what do you say? I didn't get a good vibe. I don't have a good feeling. I just don't know. Something was off. So, what
Mm,
happens is, what we are feeling is energy. At the end of the day, this physical body is just a temporary vehicle on this earth. We are all connected through energy links, through energy portals in the whole above universe. Everything is connected through energy. So when we work through pranic healing or Reiki, we are working on the energy bodies. The energy is stored within us. So when we start clearing the energy, the chakra balancing, chakra is our life force energy. So when we
yeah.
start working on it, we start balancing it, we clear, we cleanse, we charge it, we feel great. And when that happens, your energy levels are clean, you automatically find your physical, mental, emotional body being a lot more easier. Like, there are lesser obstacles, the road is more smoother in understanding and taking on life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's very important to keep your energy cleansed and vibrational at all levels. आपको मैं एक छोटा एग्जांपल दे देती हूँ. आपका मोबाइल वो लो बैटरी पे हो रहा है, तो आपको बार बार चार्ज करना पड़ेगा. पर इफ यू डोंट चार्ज इट, वो मर जाएगा. देयर विल बी नो बैटरी. So you
Yeah.
cannot function. So energy is the same way. You have to keep recharging it. You have to keep charging it. Energy is the life force of your body. So if your life force is not vibrational, is not good quality, how are you going to lead the rest of your life? It's like, हम बोलते हैं कि हमें जीना के सांस लेना है to live.
Mm,
We need oxygen. But the oxygen to your soul is a clean, good, energetic body. It's clean, good energy. The life force has to be clean. So slowly you start cleansing your energy body. You let go of, situations, patterns, mindsets, belief systems. Sometimes, कभी कभी क्या होता है अंकल कि किसी ने हमें कुछ बोल दिया कि maybe when we were 8 years old, someone told us, you can't eat this chocolate. But we grow up to saying, why wasn't I allowed to eat? Why wasn't I allowed it? Why wasn't I allowed? And we keep remembering it. So imagine how much weight we are carrying in the future. The energy body becomes heavy. So what they say is, when something happens, clear it, delete it, let it go at that time. So you're not building on heavy energy in the body then. And your body is cleansed of good energy.
very good. Okay. Now I want to know what is graphology and numerology.
Okay. So graphology is studying your handwriting analysis, to
Mm-hmm.
see um, how exactly your subconscious mind functions. Is it on track? Is it a little off? Every time you write, it depends on the mood you are in. We can attract success by changing our writing, by changing our signature, by understanding better who we are. Like a simple thing, there was a client who came to me, and the first thing I told her is, "You have anger issues." And she's like, "How did you know that?" I'm like, "Through your writing." So you can start pinpointing issues, or you can start telling them what's great about themselves, so that they start fueling it, so that they can achieve success better in life.
Great.
And
I'm learning many new things. So
yeah,
that
I'm
was good.
glad. And numerology, on the other hand, is of course a combination of numbers that you brought and came,
Mhm.
which will determine your issues, your karmic baggage, your good challenge, your good lessons, your karmic patterns, the life lessons you have to learn, how you portray yourself to the world, how you are actually as in person. So kabhi kabhi kya hota hai, uncle, we come across as tough and like we don't care attitude, and everything's going great, but within us we are very soft, we are crying, we're sensitive, we want someone to just hug us and tell her, you know what, you're loved. So this all helps us to understand how we project ourselves to the world, what we really want. And that way, when we start understanding ourselves better, we bridge the gap and take accountability of our behavior.
Mhm. Good, good. And then I see the Tibetan singing bowl.
Yes.
I got one video which I like to,
Okay.
if you allow me to, I'll share with the audience. Yeah, just banging the bowl and you get some kind of energy out of this one.
Yes. Yes. So what happens is,
Hmm.
I'll just like to take some time to explain it. The first ever syllable that was created on this universe was Om.
Hmm.
Om has a vibrational music to it.
Hmm.
Nobody sang Om. The leaves, when they move, they created a sound called Om. When nature sways, if you listen carefully, it's got the Om vibration in it. So what happens is, when we use music instruments like singing bowls or different kind of flutes, drums, we are basically connecting back to the first form of music sound that we've ever heard in our life, in our soul journey, and we start healing using the sound. So what
Hmm.
happens is, sound basically is something our body knows. It's like saying, the kid knows if the mother comes and sings a lori, he'll go to sleep immediately, right? So the sound is the same way to us. It makes us remember the times we were in, where we've come from. It slowly changes you, connects you back, and makes you feel better. It works on your energy, of course. It works on dismantling energy, negative energy, stuck energy. Sometimes we just get tired, and we are drained, so that energy, it moves, it brings in fresh energy, it connects you back. So the sound is very healing, very relaxing, and you go back into a zen mode.
Yeah, this Jano, she just gave you compliment. Amazing session.
Okay.
Big round of applause to
Thank
Dimple.
you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
good, good. Okay, now when I was in Pune, I met you.
Right.
You were
Right.
teaching children. What are
Yes.
you teaching in a Sadhu Vaswani mission?
Correct. So I teach at the Sadhu Vaswani mission to kids from 3 to 12. I have my own personal classes where I teach kids also.
Mm.
So I conduct meditation for different age groups: kids, teenagers, young adults, older people. So with kids, what is very interesting is, till they are 7, they are very connected to the universe. They don't have a lot of conditionings. They don't have a lot of mindsets. They don't have a lot of log kya kahenge, or my parents are saying this, school is saying this. So they are very vulnerable. They are very young. They are very talented, connected, and open. They're open to receiving. So what happens is when you start training them to meditate, you're training them from a young age to not get attached to the human body, the human mind, the human aspect that we are in, this temporary life that we have on the soul journey. We're teaching them that this is a beautiful vehicle that we've got to enjoy ourselves while we are here. Of course, we can run out of fuel, we have to refuel, but at the end of the day, we are just temporary. So what happens is when you teach them meditation, they're already calm and grounded from a young age. You teach them how to respect people, you teach them how to not get angry, for example. So you're training them, and you're telling them that what we are learning now, we are teaching them young. So it's like teach them young, watch them grow. So you train them correctly with the right ingredients. Like even Dalai Lama said, if every 7-year-old was taught meditation in school, our world would be a better place to live in. There would be more collaboration over competition. People would love each other rather than hate. People would help than being jealous. People would build a community than going outside. There would be no war. People are warring, people are fighting. For what? Who's going to take what back? It's only love, acceptance, cooperation, a community building that will build people back together. So this is what we start training the kids when they are young, so that when they grow as adults, they
Mm.
know this is already a part of their energy system. So they know they have to operate from this energy system and not the one that previously exists on the earth.
Very good. I believe you have online classes also.
Yes,
This is
I do.
Dimple Dhalwani. Okay. How was your experience in Hong Kong? You had a session in Hong Kong also, live
Yes.
session.
It was a live session. I was invited to talk on angel communication. And it was
Uh-huh.
very beautiful because there was a mix of, Chinese, Indian, Europeans, Britishers. It was a different ethnicity. And it's so interesting to see how through different faiths, through different understandings, everyone still has a common ground of wanting to grow, evolve, and connect back to where they come from. So when we talk about angels, when we talk about angel therapy, angel communication, we have we connect back to the angelic realm that we come from. And when we connect over there, we feel home. We feel that we are not disconnected from them. We try and connect with them when we are upset so that we can feel better. It's like you need motivation in life when you're down, when you fall down. You need someone to just fuel you up. So we connect with these forms of energies so that they can help make our journey smoother. It's like fuel to our body. Sorry,
Hey,
fuel to our soul, rather, I would say.
Dimple, I just tell you, we have one guest.
Yes.
She is connected with us from the
Okay.
airport. She's going
Oh,
for
wow.
Simran, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
God's grace, it's the divine grace. At first, hello, Dimple, a very, very warm hello to you. And it's been so
Thank you so much.
amazing to hear from you, your amazing and lovely experience. And I'm so mesmerized by the lovely backdrop of Om Patni Thakurji.
Yes,
So happy. It is such a blessing.
thank you.
Samrit. I feel so blessed at first to be here. It was just the
Simran, where are
perfect
you
time.
heading for? I believe you are on the airport.
I'm going for IFA, for the
IFA.
Oh,
IFA
wow.
award to Abu
Oh,
Dhabi.
thank you. That okay. On the way
So
back,
I just
and
finished my
you're going.
immigration and 9 is my boarding. So,
Mhm.
I said I will definitely first come on the show and then rush to the gate.
Dimple today she has conducted beautifully. I've been reading all the messages from people, and they are really, you know, they got something from you. So
Thank you
today,
so much. I'm
yes,
I'm happy. Thank you so much.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yes, Simran. Can you tell us more about what where you're heading to? I
Yeah,
find
I'm heading for the
which
IFA
country?
award,
Where is that?
the biggest Bollywood award in our country, India. So we
In
have one
India.
is Filmfare. So Filmfare is always in India, and IFA
Mhm.
is always the international awards. So I'm heading to Abu Dhabi now. So we are
Okay.
86 people in the aircraft Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Okay.
A
flying
huge team.
together.
Is Dr.
Yeah,
Dalwani is going there also?
yes. Maybe
Teacher
he gives us
Dalwani.
a surprise.
Good,
But but
good.
but Dimple, it's amazing to hear your spiritual touch, your divine touch. And I, yes, Papni ji, it's very important for parents to imbibe the basic values in children. And if it comes, to a child, from an early age, things become much simpler, I feel, and much easier. And so is Dimple being blessed with beautiful parents who always had a spiritual outlook. At the same time, they are everywhere, as far as even the world is concerned, giving their presence everywhere. So I think that's the balance, we're really looking forward to, in a generation of today where we all, including me, are so tied up in this technological world that we really forget to even be with our loved ones. So that is, somewhere where we need to really know where to draw a line. We all are getting driven by the technological world, and it's difficult for even us individual. Why should I talk about others? To connect with our folks and be with mom and dad and actually imbibe values. So the best thing is when parents get time, with their children, because we were also blessed, from that perspective, to just give them the basic values, the spiritual values. And then as they grow, of course, they explore the world and they realize and they always come back to spirituality. And so is Dimple, hearing from your talks, being that way. Sorry for this.
Okay. Thank you very much, Simran, that you came on this one. Let me continue with Dimple and wish you a very safe flight and see you on next show also. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Means a lot. Hari Om. And
Hari
Dimple,
Om.
please continue. I'm watching you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
Papi.
you.
It's such a pleasure and such a huge honor being here.
Okay. Now we got a Kandan from Bombay. Awesome
Yes.
sharing. Yes, we truly need a Gurukul system if education.
Yes.
Building moral values in every person is right from childhood. So I
Yes.
think this is what you said. Okay, what you are teaching
Yes.
to children.
Because
Yes,
I think in today's world, like Simran pointed out, is more than technology driven. Since we've come in this human life through multiple births that we take, we're all chasing the ego driven goals. We want success, we want more money, we want fame, we want we want power, we want control. But what if we just switch it in this lifetime and say we want more success and abundance so that we can live a life from our soul path? We want more money so that we can give back to society and bring it into growth. What if we want more power, not power externally, power internally, so that we can have power over our negative emotions, over jealousy, fear, anger? And what if we have control, not of the outside world, but of self control? That we learn to control ourselves so that we present ourselves better in society. So the same things, the human life, we can use the same things, but just that now we switch it from wanting it externally to getting it internally. And that is the way we are going to burn the bridge of the ego to the soul and merge them together.
fantastic. I have a few more questions, but already
Sure.
you answered lots of them. Yes.
Okay.
Now I want to ask you the meditation part.
Yes.
How much is important to go for meditation,
Okay.
or what is your views on this one?
Okay. Now, I'm going to again switch your perception on this. Is that what is your definition of meditation? I'd like to understand from the viewers, from you. आपको क्या लगता है meditation क्या है?
Meditation, for me, I feel that okay,
Yes.
when you sit down and ekagrat, you
Yes.
control your mind, body, and soul at one place where you can
Yes.
get. Mostly when there is a peace, or you go in a rhythmic way.
Correct.
Boom, 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 beats come in. Sometimes we go to discotheque or something when the heavy drums going on, but we go with the drums and we go into that
Trance.
trance. Yeah, that's right. So so it's not that okay, you just need, sometimes I need silence, sometimes I need some
Yes.
music
Yes.
to meditate, sometimes calm down. Earlier you said about the lorry, mama give lorry, and child get
Yeah.
sleepy, and this thing. Yeah. What is your views
Okay.
on that?
So I'd like to tell everyone out inward journey. Yes, that's right. But basically, meditation is not just sitting in silence, and praying is not going to a mission, a mandir, a church. It's not going for chanting. A meditation can be anything. You're cooking food, you're so engrossed in it, you're so passionate about it that anything externally gets cut off, the noise gets cut off. That is
Mhm.
meditation. Someone is gardening, that is meditation. Someone is singing, that is meditation. Like you said, you can go to a discotheque into trance and feel a little meditative state. Okay. But that's the whole thing. Someone might just sit at the beach and be like, this is bliss for me. The whole idea of meditation is just finding that one source of peace within you, that little bit of peace within you, without you having to work for it. Like when you said, when you meditate, you want to control your thoughts. Again, controlling. Your ego is getting controlled. So it's again feeling like, why am I getting controlled? So the process of again sitting down to be in silence is gone. So the whole thing is meditation is like waves. You just allow it to flow. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. So in whatever form of you can do any kind of hobby. For some people, it's dancing. For some people, it's yoga. For some people, it's pranayam. It can be any form where you find so much of connection within yourself that you just forget the outside world. That is meditation. That is your form of meditation. So every person, like we said, has a different thumbprint. Ultimately, what is the thing is silence, right? To connect within. So whether you do it through painting, singing, dancing, sitting down in silence, chanting, singing bhajans, or gardening or baking, is your choice. You pick any path you want, but it's the whole idea is to just let go of what you are in this moment, this state, the human conditioning, the human body. Just let it go and flow. Just like the waves, you flow.
It's just like what Buddhas teach, awareness
Yes.
and awaken.
Yes, awareness. Correct. That's
Yeah.
right.
He got only two teachings only: awareness and awaken. Awaken within.
Correct.
So you go with this one, awareness.
Yes. But again, the thing is, when we speak of awareness, what Buddha really said is just be aware of who you are.
Hmm.
Like we spoke earlier, awareness, acknowledgement, processing, and gratitude. So awareness is your understanding, because slowly as you start going deeper and deeper, when someone's learning swimming, you don't put them into the ocean to swim. You will start with half feet, 1 feet, you let them paddle. So what happens is
Hmm.
each has a process. You go into that process slow and steady, but every time you go, you're moving one step forward, you're moving one step forward. Then as you start evolving, passing different levels, you graduate. Then when you jump into the ocean, you know the whole ocean is yours. So it's similarly with meditation. When you jump into the soul, the whole soul is yours. But to reach there, you have to pick different activities. So maybe you start with baking, but then suddenly you realize you connect to music, then you realize you want to be quiet, then you'll pick up energy healing. So this all different processes that you pick up ultimately to just dive into the soul. How you dive into the soul is in silence, it's in presence of mind, awareness, like you said.
Very good. Very well explained. Yes, and Sanjay ji, he just typed enlighten indeed. Oh, enlightenment
Thank
aage.
you.
Yeah, that's a good compliment. Yes. Okay. Now,
Yes.
Dimple, we are almost at the end of the session.
Right.
Now, what message you want to give to youth? Like you are, at the young age,
Yes.
how you got into this, and what's your message for the youth people? How they should come
um,
towards this thing?
I think the only message for the youth is to be conscious human beings. Even if you don't do anything, but you can consciously go back to bed, it's more than enough. You can have a good, sound sleep. The whole idea is we've been given this human life with all the frills to enjoy it. As long as we are not a victim of it, we are not controlled by it, we've not given our power away to these things, we can just sit back, enjoy, and just live a happy life. Because unlike what it's this is the message not only for the youth, for everyone watching, is unlike what we've been told, ki we've come to the human life, we have to finish our karma, and life is difficult, life is tough. No, life is not difficult, life is fun, it's enjoyable. There will be obstacles, you will fall down. It's part and parcel of the life, but how well you enjoy it is what is important in the journey. So even with the youth, how well you enjoy life rather than just running behind goals, success, timelines. It's important to just be, enjoy, allow, and flow. And at the same time, just, be in your open energy, be in love, be in acceptance, be kind to people. In this world, people have forgotten what kindness is, what compassion is, what empathy is. It's time to bring back all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
So that,
Well said. Yeah,
yes,
kindness. Yes, people they forgot. We have to put awareness in this one.
yes,
Campaign kindness. That's what Sadhu Vaswani keep doing this one.
correct.
That's yeah. Can you
So
kindness
the
के ऊपर
whole the whole thing of kindness is, um, we have to learn to value, appreciate, and be
Mhm.
soft with people. No one is here. Even if someone is working for you, they are not your slaves. You need to be compassionate, understanding, and kind. You need to treat them with respect. How does kindness come? It's basically treating people with the same respect. But if you don't treat yourself with kindness, how are you going to treat others? It's like whatever's within you is a reflection outside. This is a mirror. So this mirror, you have to be kind to yourself, then only you can give kindness out. And kindness is simple things. You saw someone who needed help to cross the road, make them cross the road. Someone needs something, you just offer a helping hand. Kindness comes in gestures that money cannot buy. You might think that you're buying it through money, but actually what you're buying is for yourself to feel good, to be able to, give that thing that, okay, I was kind to someone today. And that
Mm.
way, when you build kindness, you come back into understanding that kindness starts from within. When you start being kind to yourself, you be kind to everyone else. You be kind to natures, you be kind to animals, you being kind to people around you, you're being kind to just everything. It's literally being kind wherever you go. It's like people have forgotten to say please and thank you. People have started commanding and demanding.
That's
Everything
wrong.
is, even a simple thing like you mentioned, uncle, that we start with Om Jai Shri Krishna. We've forgotten that. But that way we're just appreciating and being kind to what our roots are. Did we do that? No. We don't even greet each other anymore. It's JSK. Nobody even says Jai Shri Krishna anymore. Or JMD, Jai Mata Di. So in this world of abbreviations, we are even forgetting to, just take those two words. Like thank you, it's TY. No, can you just be nice and say thank you? Be say nice and be okay, okay, AY. You don't have to put a K. So what happens is, when we start, we don't realize it slowly starts playing onto us, and we're so driven by our gadgets that we start replicating that in life. So we're not realizing the difference between a technology and then our living life. So the only way to do it is to bring kindness back. So bring kindness through your language first, and automatically it will transform outside.
Yes, I think our thoughts are same. When somebody say Happy New Year or something, we say same to you. But
Yes.
that's wrong. Actually, you should greet
Yes.
same. You should give a different greetings so that opponent should get exact same messages, not same to you.
Correct. Correct.
Maybe he said happy birthday or happy new year or something, Jai
Yes.
Mata Di, the same to you. So that's not right. You should greet
Not
similar.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. A wonderful session we had, and people are also sending good messages. And
Thank you so much.
those who miss this show, they can watch from Facebook, YouTube. So we are connected, and very soon we're gonna bring Dimple again with a different. Okay, commanding and demanding culture should be turned to spiritual atmosphere. Yeah, for
Yep.
the Patwani ji. Yeah, he's regular. Yeah, he watches our program regularly. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to our show and
Thank you so much for having me. It
enlightened
was
our viewers and me too. Hey, this is one more from Nepal. She's here. Yes,
very well said. I totally agree with you. Language is your representative. Very well said.
great. Okay, so with this one, I'd like to say thank you and to viewers.
Thank you so much for having me. To all the viewers out there, for removing time, listening to what knowledge I had to share. And I hope I could make a difference to
you
everyone
you
out here.
you made difference. Yes, definitely. I don't have that words to say, but I just simply say thank you. Whatever. Shukrana, 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 or muskrana.
Thank
That's
you.
right. Yeah. So we'll see you next week with a different speaker.